Yankee Stadium. Pat Neshek, the right-hander from the state of Wisconsin, is on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This guy has 3 pitches that he brings into his mix. And if he has all of them working, he has a chance to be really solid. A good pitcher, but he needs command of all 3 of his pitches.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Nat, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Popped him up. Hernandez backs up a bit, and he takes charge for the first out. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's certainly a guy to watch out there.
Oh, that's well hit. Deep center field. Ranging back is Herrera. Gone into Monument Park. A solo home run there for Aaron Judge, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Giancarlo Stanton comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Turned on down the line, and that's through for a hit. Around first, digging for 2. Around second now, and headed for third. And he is in there.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple, and if the pattern holds, the next hitter will rope a double to bring another run home here. We shall see.
Greg Bird comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike now to Bird. Stanton stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman. And a 2-1 slider is looked at for a called strike 2. Lifted down the line in left. Hoskins sprinting after it. And they can't run it down. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Greg Bird connects for a 2-run home run as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
In there, 0-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. Here comes the first pitch. Changeup in for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Didi swings and belts a ball to right field. This is carrying well. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot down the line in right. As the Yankees start to pull away a bit, it's now 4-0. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Some two-out success to keep the top of the first alive.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The change-up on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
0-1 count. Here it comes. And he misses with a high changeup that time. A dangerous pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Williams is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 4-0. Masahiro Tanaka gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92-94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. And there's one away. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, one of their hotter hitters has been Carlos Santana. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Digging in, Odubel Herrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count. One out, nobody on. Right side, but it's well fouled. Now the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Stanton. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's 4 for 13. He's taken him deep once. First delivery to him on the way. Left field and deep. Back goes Stanton at the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Runner in scoring position with two gone. A 1-0 delivery. And a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt.
This is the stuff that infuriates a manager. You have to think the game. You got to know he's trying to pitch around you. You cannot swing at that pitch out of the zone.
The 1-1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. This is line to left. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Coming to the plate now, Masahiro Tanaka. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Now a swing going. Look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Line softly out toward left center, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, this has got to be a cool moment for the pitcher right here. He doesn't get an opportunity to work on the offensive side of the ball much. Barely takes BP throughout the course of the season. So what a nice job right there for him to get a big base hit in an early game.
No balls and 1 strike. Trying to bunt his way on, but this is popped up. Nashik is there, and he makes the catch for the out. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And the guy manning shortstop today is J.P. Crawford. This guy, he doesn't have the quickest feet in the game, but he has unbelievable range, a strong arm, and very, very quick hands. And he is just the start of the new wave of the next line of great shortstops.
1-1 the count.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge. Hit hard on the ground to short. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Down in order go the Yankees, but they're in front 4-0. Up next will be Nick Williams, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Grounded to the right. And that's out number 1.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus on Giancarlo Stanton right now. Looks like he's chiseled out of stone out there. The outfielder, I know he has light tower power, but he's also helpful on the defensive side and possesses a strong arm in the outfield.
So striding forward now, Michael Franco. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Tanaka, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. Grounded up the first baseline. To second for 1. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
Into the box now, Jorge Alfaro. And this will kick off the third base bag. A scoop with the bare hand. Oh, great job to make a play on that ball, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and the inning will continue. Digging in the switch hitter, Pat Neshek. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. There's a changeup over the outside corner. Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 33.
Standing in, Greg Bird. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up. And that one just missed outside. And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so he got the changeup. He was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. 1-1 the count now. Bird leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
From the stretch. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Hard hit ball to second. To his left, Hernandez. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, D.B. Gregorius.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit. And they'll add another as this is now a 5-0 game.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one fouled off to the right side. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center, and he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Yankees lead this one 5-0. Leading off the inning, Cesar Hernandez. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Cesar Hernandez.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Splitter swung on and missed. 0-1. pulled toward right center field. Gardner is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Liner towards second. And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
The first baseman, number 41.
So now Carlos Santana, 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Very weakly on the ground, but it's foul, strike one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Sanchez is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, left fielder, Reese.
Into the box, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and it's now a 5-2 game.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Into the box, Nick Williams. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Stanton has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the fighting. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now a bunt attempt here, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Williams is under it. He's got it 1 away.
The pitcher, number 19, Masahiro Tanaka.
Striding into the box, Masahiro Tanaka. He reached on a single in his first try. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A dangerous changeup left high, but called for a strike.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're still out in front, 5-2. Stepping in, Maikel Franco. He singled his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line toward the gap in left center. Stanton arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a high pop-up. Bird has a play. 2 down. Stepping into the box, Jorge Alfaro.
Jorge Alfaro.
First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick.
High drive deep down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Gardner, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Aaron Altair will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Bouncer up the middle. Gregorius has it. He step on second for the force, and that'll do it. Phillies strand 1. Hector Neris is on his way to the mound, and this is a rather curious move to bring on the closer in just the 5th inning. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
The right fielder, number 99.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And he'll likely do his best to forget about today. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Another 0-2 coming. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Leading off the inning, Cesar Hernandez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Cesar Hernandez.
A swing and a high drive to right center field. Gardner going back. Gone! Solo shot to right center, and it's a 5-3 game now.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. And he puts it on the ground to second. Wade loves it. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 41, Carlos Santana.
So now Carlos Santana, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swung right over the splitter there. 0-1.
1 ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Cutchen.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Bird is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. But the Phils draw a bit closer. Digging in now for the Yankees, Gary Sanchez. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Count still at 1-2. Again, a 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Didi Gregorius will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy...
Meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double, his 3rd hit this afternoon.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Tyler Wade.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1 left for the Yankees as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. Up next will be Nick Williams. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning. Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that, a lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Now the 0-1. Sharp ground ball to third. Drury gloves it, and the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. So you can mark that one down as an 85, and I bet he'd like to have that one over. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Soft liner toward first. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Well, it's really hard to complain about this one because that's one of the hardest double plays to turn. The first baseman has to deal with the runner headed to second, and he sometimes shields you from throwing where you want to make the throw. They should have made it, but that's a tough play all the way around.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro. He grounds it sharply to third. A tag for one. Over to second, a double play. And now this is going to turn into a triple play, and that will end the inning. Wow! So no runs here. 1 hit, 3 errors in the inning, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. The Yankees are back here in the Bronx. Yankees leading this one as we get ready to start the 7th. But before we do, here's a look at our game summary to this point. Ready for another shot now, Masahiro Tanaka. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Hoskins is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Takes a high fastball for a strike. This one to right field and deep off the bat of Gardner. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-3. Here's big Aaron Judge. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. He gets under it and makes the catch in the deep part of the field.
Now batting, left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 out, nobody on. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Yanks able to add on 1 more via the solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. New York leads it 6-3. Cameron Rupp is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Cameron Rupp.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Second baseman.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Cesar Hernandez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
You know, you love a guy who attacks the zone, but sometimes I think you could throw too many strikes. That could be the case right here. This offense is going to the plate, just pulling the trigger on everything.
The windup and the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
In now, Odubel Herrera. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. A bullet to first base. And they will apply the tag between first and second. It's a double play, and just like that, the side is retired. 8th inning coming up. The Yankees lead it 6-3. Aaron Nolan's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 27.
The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Way in front of that fastball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Gone. He uses that short porch to an advantage home run. A solo shot that time for Greg Bird. His second of the game, as it is now 7-3. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Bases are empty here, nobody out.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Up next for the Yankees.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next two guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Hernandez moving to his left, and the inning is over. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Yankees 7. And now in the box, Carlos Santana. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Oye como va. It's a solo home run for Carlos Santana, and it's now a 7-4 ball game. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Dylan Betances will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ronald Torreyes is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
The right fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Stepping up now, Nick Williams. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
First pitch on its way. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
The batter, number 2.
Stepping in, J.P. Crawford. An error allowed him to reach base in his last appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Late that time for a strike. Breaking ball in for a strike. Hoskins over at second. Williams at first, 1 gone. To the right side and through, a base hit. Hoskins ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Safe at the plate as they now trail by only 2.
Yeah, 1 a day keeps the doctor away, Dan, especially when it's a big one late in the game. It doesn't matter at all. You're just trying to get 1 knock a day, find a couple barrels. He happened to catch his late.
Boy, I tell you what, you're talking about coming at a good time, too. You're having kind of a rough night last AB. You end up being able to do something positive, not only for yourself, but also helping the team out, too.
Into the box now. Jorge Alfaro rounded down the third baseline. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set and the 0-1. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it 7-6 now.
I got to be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled it off. Second one, he did not miss.
Tommy Joseph will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Tommy Joseph.
Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sink and cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Jason Shreve takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Into the box, Cesar Hernandez. He swings and grounds it to short. Backhanded to second for 1.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in once again, Odubel Herrera, and their runners at the corners now. First pitch on its way. Swing and a little blooper to center. Here comes Gardner. He can't get there as it falls in. Coming in to score easily is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead here in the 8th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We've played 8 full. Philadelphia is on top, 8-7. Tommy Hunter comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Tommy Hunter.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Line drive to left, and that'll be a base hit, so they couldn't ask for more as the possible tying runs aboard to kick off the 9th.
You can't ask for anything more than getting a leadoff man on right there. It brings the go-ahead run to the plate. He's in position to do some damage. It'd be interesting to see how the manager plays this one.
1 there, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first. Ready, here's the first offering. Missed with a breaking ball. And that one right down Main Street. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Up next for the Yankees, right fielder.
Here's big Aaron Judge. The previous history with Tommy Hunter, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. 0-1 the count. I just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Torreyes stands at second with 2 gone. Last chance for the Yankees. struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. Philadelphia used a huge 8th inning to help secure the win. Aaron Nola pitches well enough to get the W. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.